Okay, welcome everyone to the awards ceremony for our 2022 Empowering Youth for Climate Action Award. We're so excited to be here with you all today, recognizing the amazing work that you're doing in your schools and communities. So thank you so much for taking the time to tune in today.
Nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue à la cérémonie de remise des prix par l'éducation au service de la Terre pour les prix Habiliter les jeunes dans l'action climatique 2022. Nous sommes ravis d'être ici avec vous tous aujourd'hui pour reconnaître le travail incroyable que vous faites dans vos écoles et vos communautés. Alors, merci d'avoir pris le temps d'être parmi nous et de nous écouter aujourd'hui.
We are gathering here today from many territories across Turtle Island. As I speak to you today from the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, the Wendat peoples, I want us all to reflect on the lands we're coming from and how they are steeped in rich Indigenous history and traditions. I'd like to thank the past, present, and future caretakers of this land, and we are so grateful to have the opportunity to work and learn on these lands in a community of sharing. We also wish to acknowledge the importance of incorporating Indigenous ways of knowing into our actions, especially when it comes to sustainability and climate change, as they provide essential knowledge and wisdom that has been and will continue to be crucial in protecting our world for future generations. We wanted to also share some Indigenous art with you from our area. So the piece that you see here is taken from a picture book called One Meepy for All Relations by Anishinaabe author, illustrator, and water protection activist, Joanne Robertson. And maybe take some time now to introduce your class and what Indigenous lands you're coming from today in the chat while we continue.
Alors, nous devons tous réfléchir aux terres d'où nous venons et à la façon dont elles sont imprégnées d'une riche histoire et de traditions indigènes. Je tiens à remercier les gardiens passés, présents et futurs de ces terres. Nous sommes très reconnaissants d'avoir la possibilité de travailler et d'apprendre sur ces terres dans une communauté de partage. Nous souhaitons également reconnaître l'importance d'intégrer les modes de connaissances indigènes dans nos actions, en particulier lorsqu'il s'agit de durabilité, car ils fournissent des connaissances et une sagesse essentielles qui ont été et qui continueront d'être déterminantes pour protéger notre monde pour les générations futures. Nous voulions partager avec vous des œuvres d'art indigènes de notre région. L'œuvre que vous voyez ici est titrée d'un livre d'images intitulé One Meepy for All Relations de l'auteur et illustratrice Anishinaabe Joanne Robertson.
LSF is a national charity founded in 1991, intended to integrate sustainability education into the Canadian school system. We believe in a socially, economically, and environmentally sustainable society with engaged citizens who think and act responsibly today and for many generations to come. To achieve our mission, we foster the skills, practices, and knowledge for a sustainable future, something that I'm sure everyone would agree is necessary for the future of our species and our planet. So who are we? Today, I will be presenting alongside two of my colleagues, Geneviève and Olivia. My name is Jen Stevens, and I'm a program manager at LSF. And I have Geneviève, who is a bilingual marketing and programs coordinator, and Olivia, who is a communications specialist. And we want to just take a minute to thank the Government of Canada, Environment and Climate Change Canada, for their generous support of a huge number of LSF programs, including youth leadership forums, action project grants, climate change resources, and professional development, and specifically for making these awards today possible. So this is our agenda for this afternoon. It will be jam-packed with presentations, video screenings, and project descriptions that we think will leave you feeling hopeful and inspired. And please note that this is a bilingual ceremony, so there will be sections presented in both English and French, and we have done our best to include short descriptions for everyone to follow along when we're not speaking in both languages.
Donc, veuillez noter qu'il s'agit d'une cérémonie bilingue. Il y aura des sections présentées en anglais et en français. Nous avons fait de notre mieux pour inclure de courtes descriptions pour que tout le monde puisse suivre durant la présentation.
Our Canada project was designed in 2012 as part of a challenge where a diverse group of 22 young people from across Canada were brought together for 48 hours with a challenge. The question was, how can we inspire Canadian youth to be more active and responsible citizens? And the answer was, give them a platform to share their voice and they will take action.
Notre projet Canada est une plateforme où les jeunes de tout le pays peuvent partager leur vision de l'avenir durable du Canada et les actions qu'ils entreprennent pour que cette vision devienne réalité. Chaque année, nous recevons un nombre incroyable de projets ajoutés au site et chaque printemps, nous choisissons quelques projets exceptionnels à récompenser par ces prix.
Our Canada project is a web sharing platform where youth across the country can share their visions for Canada's sustainable future and the actions that they're taking to make that vision come true. So each year we get an incredible batch of action projects added to the site, and each spring we choose a few outstanding projects to recognize with these awards. This year, we received more action project submission than any other year before. The LSF staff read through almost 300 submissions. We watched videos, looked at photos, and narrowed down the list to the most impactful projects across Canada. And we're so excited to share these winning projects with you today. This Climate Action Award was created to recognize projects that contribute most to climate change awareness and behavior change, and that demonstrate this with a short video. Prize money will go towards continuing and expanding the projects or supporting new climate change initiatives at your school.
Cette année, nous avons reçu plus de propositions de projets d'action que n'importe quelle autre année. C'est vraiment incroyable. Le personnel de LST a lu près de presque 300 propositions, visionné des vidéos, regardé des photos et réduit la liste aux projets les plus efficaces de tout le Canada. Nous sommes très heureux de partager avec vous aujourd'hui les projets gagnants. Alors, le prix du projet d'action de climat a été créé pour récompenser les projets qui contribuent le plus à la sensibilisation au changement climatique et au changement de comportement et qui le démontrent par une courte vidéo. L'argent du prix servira à poursuivre ou à élargir les projets ou à soutenir des nouvelles initiatives en matière de changement climatique.
So without further ado, let's start hearing about these winning action projects. Over to you, Liv.
Okay, so we are going to start today by congratulating our 4 honorable mentions who are each going to be receiving a $100 gift card to the Outdoor Learning Store. So congratulations to Seaway District High School, Métis Beach School, Cité des Jeunes AM Cérémonie, and Pacific Way Elementary. So first up, we want to give a big congratulations to Seaway District, located in Iroquois, Ontario. So at this school, the students' goal was to transform their greenhouse into a useful space that would allow students to learn about sustainable practices in food production and issues of food insecurity. So in order to achieve their vision, the students at Seaway District grew vegetable plants in their greenhouse. And by the time they shared their project with us, the students had already harvested and donated over 4 pounds of food to the community food share, which helped feed 16 families in their community. They also donated 50 tomato plants and 10 pepper plants to the Riverview Presbyterian and Iroquois Matilda Lions Club Community Garden Project. The students at Seaway District hope to continue to plan with this community group throughout the next year to help them get ready by growing the seedlings in their greenhouse. So again, just big congratulations to the students at Seaway District High School for your great project. Our second honorable mention is Métis Beach School in Métis-sur-Mer, Quebec. So here, the students wanted to be proactive in protecting bees and their habitats. So to do this, they learned about the importance of bees and dandelions and found ways to spread awareness on the topic and their campaign No Mow May to their school and their greater community. So this group of students undertook many actions, but some of those actions include dropping information leaflets in post boxes, publishing an article in the local newspaper, sharing a video capsule that they created on social media, writing a campaign song, making bee houses and watering stations, and planting a pollinator garden. So these students have big plans to continue their campaign in the future and to encourage other towns and villages nearby to follow their example. So congratulations to the students at Métis Beach School for all of your hard work.
L'école La Cité des Jeunes à Sormanie est située à Edmundston, Nouveau-Brunswick. Ici, le projet des étudiants visait à la création de grelinettes, un outil de jardinage qui gagne en popularité grâce au mouvement vert en agriculture et qui sert à la préparation de rangs au jardin pour préparer la terre avant de planter les semences et semis. Les élèves ont vu un moyen écologique de remplacer les outils traditionnels de jardinage comme le motoculteur par un outil qui ne consomme pas d'essence, donc qui contribue à la réduction de gaz à effet de serre. Les élèves du cours bois ouvré ont pu s'intégrer dans le projet en fabriquant des poignées en bois pour les grelinettes. À la fin de leur projet, les grelinettes ont été remises à 2 jardins communautaires de la région. Donc, félicitations à l'école La Cité des Jeunes à Sormanie.
Our final honorable mention is Pacific Way Elementary, located in Kamloops, British Columbia. So after learning about the importance of pollinators, the students at Pacific Way decided that they wanted to plant an 80 square foot pollinator garden in the large park close to their school. This group enlisted the help of the City of Kamloops head gardener for feedback as they were researching and selecting plants that would not only thrive in their region, but also support local pollinators the best. In order to raise extra funds during their project, the students created stickers to sell. When it was time to plant their garden, the students organized a field trip to several nurseries to pick out their plants, and a few days later, they were able to plant their garden, which they hope will grow to attract lots of pollinators. They also created signs that they will install at the garden to educate passersby about pollinators and their important role. So congratulations to all of the students at Pacific Way on your excellent project. And let's just give one big final congratulations and a big round of applause to these 4 wonderful and diverse action projects. We really can't wait to see how your projects continue to evolve.
Thanks, and congrats again to everyone. And I hope you are going to put that $100 gift card to great use at your school. So next, we'd like to move on to our 4 runners-up, who will each receive a $500 grant to support more climate and sustainability action projects. So a huge congratulations goes to Taylor Creek Public School in Scarborough, Ontario, Bridgetown Regional Community School in Bridgetown, Nova Scotia, École Secondaire Catholique Champlain in Chelmsford, Ontario, Dalhousie Regional High School in Dalhousie, Nova Scotia, and each runner-up will receive a $500 grant, like I said, to support more sustainability action projects at your school. Congratulations to our first runner-up, Taylor Creek Public School, for their project, Imagining My Sustainable Community. Taylor Creek is a school in Scarborough, Ontario, and after participating in an educational workshop called Imagining My Sustainable Future, run by an organization number 9 back in 2018, one Taylor Creek teacher wanted to bring similar experience to her homeroom class, supported by the workshops and funding they received through LSF's youth forums. So let's take a second to watch what they came up with.
In today's world, sustainable development has become a continuous issue. Some of these challenges include climate change, energy consumption, waste production, and threats to public health. We found a large plot of land at 685 Warden Avenue.
The city's plan was to build apartments that look like long concrete rectangles, so we took on the role of architects and changed the plan.
We have split the land into 8 parts, each 50 by 50 meters. As a result, each section was worked on by 8 different groups, and we must admit, they look fantastic.
Every plot has used a lot of sustainable pillars, such as open green spaces.
Almost every project has solar panels, green walls, and roofs. Plus, everything's mostly outdoors or openly connected to the outdoors.
We wanted to make something that will last a very long time and that future generations get to enjoy instead of the concrete jungle that was originally planned.
our community will be able to go to parks, cafes, food banks, look at murals and statues, and have a nice peace of mind. And what do we like about our project? I must say, the projects look amazing. There are a bunch of open green spaces to relax or for kids to play. There are places to eat and grow food, and all the uses of sustainable energy.
My favorite part of the project is helping our community and giving it back to them. I want this to be a future that everyone can be a part of.
Personally, I appreciate how hard we all work together. We were able to reimagine the rectangular box by working together, making unique ideas to improve our environment. Thank you for listening. Okay, we're done.
Thanks to Rihanna, Ulrich, and Carson for describing your project. And this certificate will be sent to you, and congrats again for the $500 grant you're going to receive. We hope it goes to support more amazing creative projects just like this one. Congratulations to our second runner-up, Bridgetown Regional Community School, for their project on garden starter kits. We are really grateful to have Courtney McIntosh, the teacher at Bridgetown, and her students Dakota and Peyton here with us today to present their project. So now I will pass it over to you to present.
Hi, I'm Peyton, and this is Evelyn. And our project was DIY garden starter kits.
We can click through.
As a class, we determined that our community is facing several issues due to climate change, such as food insecurity and shortages, relying too much on imported food, too much waste produced with food packaging, and lack of education on climate change and how we can make a difference.
Next slide, please.
Our solution was to make and sell easy-to-use garden kits to combat these local issues. Our garden starter kits aim to decrease our carbon footprint by relying less on imported goods, decrease food waste and packaging, support local farmers and businesses, promote growth of more plants to produce oxygen, educate the community about gardening and composting and the positive impacts. And we are supporting our school breakfast program and providing food for those in need.
Next slide.
Next, we split ourselves into groups based on our interests to go to work. Wesley and Sam made order forms and a website. Callie, Jasmine, Owen, Jackie, and Hayden researched seeds. Dakota, Ty, William, Brady, Tanner, and Riley researched environmental impacts. Jackie and William contacted and collected seeds. Kirsten, Parker, and Peyton and I made composting pamphlets, and River did promoting. And as a class, we put together the seed kits.
Next.
This was a poster that River made to promote our project.
Next slide, please.
This is some information for when and where to plant our seeds based on relationships between the plants.
Next slide.
This was some tips on composting and a little pamphlet to teach you how to compost.
Next slide, please.
And this was another page.
This is just some general information and facts on climate change and the positive impacts of growing your own vegetables.
Next slide, please.
And this is just some pictures of us doing our work.
So they put all of those little pamphlets together and they weighed all of the different seeds and then packaged them all in little individual seed kits. Next slide, please.
And that was our final project. We made 90 seed kits and we sold them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We enjoyed every minute of it and the kids did a really great job pulling it together.
What an incredible project. Thank you so much for sharing, and we will be sending this certificate your way, and as well as your grant to support more amazing projects like this, we hope.
Thank you. They're already talking about some of them wanting to do it again next year, so that would be awesome.
Awesome. Thanks again. Huge round of applause for Bridgetown Regional Community School.
Alors, l'école secondaire catholique Champlain est située à Chelmsford, Ontario, et pour leur projet d'action, le Club d'environnement à Champlain avait pour but de bâtir une forêt nourricière et de démontrer comment les plantes sont la solution avec la lutte contre le changement climatique. Voici une vidéo créée par les élèves de Champlain. Alors, cette forêt nourricière a l'air incroyable et quelle belle équipe aussi. Alors, nous sommes très heureux de pouvoir remettre à ces étudiants 500 $ pour qu'ils puissent continuer à travailler à l'école secondaire catholique Champlain.
And finally, we would like to congratulate Dalhousie Regional High School as our last, but certainly not least, runner-up. Dalhousie Regional High School, located in Dalhousie, Nova Scotia, is our final runner-up for today, and then we'll move on to our winners. For their action project, these students became vermicomposting and hydroponics pros. They plan on supplying the food grown during their project to their school's culinary class to prepare meals or healthy snacks for their student body, as well as to the local food bank. So please enjoy this video of Dalhousie Regional's Too Good to Waste action project. It is incredible. Awesome, and please excuse me, I said Dalhousie, Nova Scotia, I meant New Brunswick. Congrats again, folks. And you will receive a $500 grant to support more amazing work like this. So let's give another huge round of applause to our 4 incredible runners-up. We're so excited to honor these amazing projects and really, really proud of what you were able to accomplish. So congratulations again, and we can't wait to see more incredible work coming from these schools and these students. So at this point, we would like to present our 2022 Empowering Youth for Climate Action Award winners. As we mentioned earlier, this year is a very exciting year for LSF. Not only did we receive more action project submissions than ever before, we were extremely blown away by the quality and the impact of these amazing projects. And so for this reason, we couldn't just choose 3 winners. We have chosen a tie for 3rd place. So, drum roll, please. In 3rd place, we have Holy Trinity Elementary, located in Torbay, Newfoundland. The vision of this group of grade 1 students was to find ways to support bees and other pollinators in their community. We will let the students tell you about the project themselves in just a moment through 2 excellent videos that they submitted.
La vision de ce groupe d'élèves de première année était de trouver des moyens de soutenir les abeilles et autres pollinisateurs dans leur communauté. Après avoir passé du temps à rechercher des moyens d'aider les abeilles, les élèves ont créé des magnifiques œuvres d'art sur le thème des abeilles, écrit leur propre livre d'informations sur les abeilles, décoré des ruches et planté un jardin pollinisateur incroyable. Les élèves espèrent transformer leur cours d'école dans un paysage de fleurs qui fournira un excellent habitat pour les élèves et les autres pollinisateurs.
Be helpful. LSF Action Project. At Holy Trinity Elementary, we followed the 3 B's: be safe, be respectful, and be responsible. Our grade 1 class worked on a project called Be Helpful for Bees. We read several books, watched videos, completed lots of activities about bees. We made beautiful artwork. We became authors and illustrators. We did tons of fun STEM challenges. We also got involved in some local learning through agriculture in the classroom, NL, where we won a beehive to decorate and place at a local farm. Once our bee research was underway, we planted a variety of seeds for our grade 1 garden. We planted about 300 seeds. We water the plants every day and watch them grow. The bees and pollinators of Torbay will have a sea of colorful flowers. Our part in the sustainability of the Newfoundland bee population may be very small, but our effort was quite big.
These 6- and 7-year-old students took a deep interest in their learning this spring, setting them on a path to help the future of our world. This project met many curriculum outcomes while keeping the students engaged and working on the 6 C's of deep learning: collaboration, creativity, citizenship, critical thinking, communication, and character.
Thank you for watching us grow and learn.
This spring, our grade 1 class did a project we called Be Helpful. Here's what some of my grade 1 students had to say about it.
It was really cool. And it turned out awesome. I love this so much. and it was so fun. We even got to build our own bees, and we either got to build our own beehive. We made lots of cool stuff. Oh, we planted flowers. We learned that bees were important here. They are very hard workers. Important to the people too.
Why?
Because they help the people with their food. Bees are awesome. If we win, we might build a greenhouse full of food.
Our grade 1 class interviewed our teacher librarian, Miss Lee Borden, and our administration, Mrs. Debbie Peddle and Mr. Rodney Mitchell. Here's what they had to say about our project.
Well, I really enjoyed your bee project. I loved helping you out with finding some special books, both nonfiction and fiction books that you could enjoy and learn from while you were preparing your bee project. I also loved making up some activities that we could do here at the library, some science activities, some math activities, and even our very cute bee finger puppets.
How did you think of our bee project?
What did I think of your bee project? Well, I thought it was a fantastic project. Do you know why?
No.
Anybody know why? Well, where I live, down on Gallows Cove Road, there's a real bee farm. And the man that owns it, his name is Bill. And he's got a bee farm. And he told us, don't mow your grass because the bees need the flowers that's on there until June. So we didn't mow our grass. And the bees come down in the afternoons and they land on all the flowers. And you know what they do when they're finished?
What?
They fly right back up to their beehive, right back to the farm. And they don't hurt you, because I was afraid of bees first, because I thought they sting people, but they don't bother you if you don't bother them. And that's why I thought, when I heard you were doing a bee project, I said, oh, I can't believe it. That's a fantastic project. I'm really glad, and I've seen all the work that you've done. What a great job. And the artwork and all the things you're after learning. So I want to thank you for doing that project.
What do you think about our bee project?
I think it's wonderful. I'm looking right now at the bee outfit drawings that we did. They're so bright and colorful. And it's so important that we be helpful to each other as classmates and be kind.
Hi, I'm Christina Manning, and these are my grade 1 learners from Holy Trinity Elementary. We'd like to thank Learning for a Sustainable Future and Climate Change Canada for the opportunity to take part in our Deep Learning project, Be Helpful. We had so much fun learning and growing this past spring, and it continues, and we can't wait to continue in grade 2. Bye, thanks.
It's impossible to watch those videos without smiling, and it's so heartwarming to think about all the bees that these grade 1 students worked so hard to protect. So congratulations to every single one of you, and we hope that this award money can go and help you support more amazing projects when you go into grade 2. Next, tied for 3rd place is High Park Alternative School, located in Toronto, Ontario. So these grade 6 and 7 students decided to create a news type show in order to educate their school community about climate issues, stories, and solutions. In their show, they covered many different topics, including clean water, waste management, gender equality, responsible consumption, and climate action. So please join me in welcoming Noel Greaves and some of the student creators of the show, Kira, Julian, Via, Jackson, Anton, Naya, Avery, and Kale, who will be telling us more about their project.
À l'école alternative de High Park, les élèves de 6e et 7e année ont décidé de créer une série d'émissions de style reportage afin d'informer leur communauté scolaire sur les problèmes, les histoires et les solutions liées au changement climatique. Dans leur émission, ils ont abordé de nombreux sujets différents, notamment l'eau propre, la gestion de déchets, l'égalité des sexes et la consommation responsable et l'action climatique. Alors, bienvenue Noel et ses étudiants Kira, Julian, Via, Jackson, Anton, Naya, Avery et Kale.
We can't hear you yet. Mr. Graves class, we just need maybe the other device unmuted.
Hello everyone from Canada. We're here to High Park Alternative. The grade 6-7 students decided to make a news type show. It's been an amazing effort by all of the students here in the classroom. Making a television show in an elementary school is a tremendous task. It takes a lot of writers, editors, a lot of skills and a lot of focus and self-discipline to produce something as what I think is as amazing as what these students were capable of. You can check us out on High Park Earth Show on YouTube. We've got 3 videos posted and episode 3 is up and coming. And I'm gonna leave it to the student panel to talk about what we did. Okay, so how did we get started?
First, we attended an LSF workshops on youth climate action.
And then that helped us to get the grant money to be able to purchase the equipment. So we were able to record and film this show.
Mark Miller, a parent from our community, is a filmmaker, and he introduced us how movies are made, editing, scripts, post-production, and all about making film.
Excellent. Okay, so how did we do it?
Well, we started off by picking roles.
Kira?
Some of the roles were hosts, editors, interviewers, reporters, and other things like that.
Jackson?
Then we were also able to, once we had that all organized, we created a board to show the steps and the plan of what this episode was going to be, and then we made that happen.
Awesome. And what was our impact of making our show? Yeah.
Well, I think it was really cool that we got to educate the community about climate action and how to help the environment.
Here?
A bunch of people said that they started using Waste Wizard because we introduced them to it in our ads.
Then it was also just we had created a show for our school to watch and hear at our assemblies.
It empowered us all as filmmakers.
And then we used our skills to help the impact of the show become bigger.
Absolutely. So, go ahead. Okay, excellent. So as a finishing for our show, we've just finishing post-production of episode 3 of the High Park Earth Show. And we just have a little clip for the rest of the participants. But we did want to congratulate all of the other winners and runners-up, and with a big round of applause.
Thank you so much for telling us more about your project.
I'll just students here at High Park Alternative and the impact they've had in our community, and definitely looking forward to seeing what these students will be capable of next year. So thank you, LSF. And without further ado, the promo.
Yeah, that's it. Don't need a mic.
Hi, I'm Maggie.
And I'm Avery.
And we're the hosts of the High Park Earth Show, Episode 3.
Episode 3 will be our finale.
Here's what you can expect. There's going to be a documentary about the tree in our schoolyard.
An interview with a person from Toronto Waste Wizard.
a documentary about types of trees,
and more.
We have a great lineup for you in episode 3.
So stay tuned.
I'm Maggie.
And I'm Avery.
And we're the...
Okay, thank you and congratulations to every single one of you. I can confidently say on behalf of LSF that High Park Earth Show is one of our new favorite shows. We loved every episode and we can't wait to see this new one when it's released. So for everyone in the audience who hasn't gotten a chance to watch them, we encourage you to check them out on YouTube and love them as much as we do. So we hope this grant can help support more of this kind of work, and we can't wait to see what amazing things you do with it. Next, in second place from St. John, New Brunswick, we have Harborview High School. The student-led climate action group in Harborview has been very active since 2018. This year, the group had 67 active members who continued to lead by example at their school while implementing all kinds of different projects, including waste management programs, vegetable gardens, letter writing campaigns, and more. We are delighted to welcome Harborview teacher Karen Vickers and some Climate Action Group members, Georgia, Joanna, Olivia, Paige, Ruhama, and Nason, as they tell us more about their project.
Alors, le groupe d'action climatique dirigé par les élèves de Harborview est très actif depuis 2018. Cette année, ce groupe comptait 67 membres actifs qui ont continué de mettre en œuvre toutes sortes de projets différents, notamment les programmes de gestion des déchets, des jardins potagers, des campagnes de rédaction de lettres et bien plus encore. Leur projet se concentre sur l'idée que l'entraide entre les individus est essentielle à la survie de notre planète. Alors, bienvenue à Karen Vickers et ses étudiants Georgia, Joanna, Olivia, Paige, Ruhama et Nason.
All right. No, she's trying to. Oh. Hello, my name is Ruhama Sahib, and I'm a grade 12 student at Harborview High School, and I'm also the longest serving member of our team. I'm here with the student leaders of our climate change project to thank the League for Sustainable Schools for recognizing our group. We're really excited to be a part of this award ceremony because it gives us a chance to connect with students from across Canada who share our passion for encouraging sustainable practices. We know that the most pressing issue facing our world right now is climate change. Our planet is in grave jeopardy, and we need to take large steps to address this issue. And we need to do this now. We see this as an opportunity to build a community of young people who understand the danger that the planet is in and are willing to take action.
My name is Olivia Jordan. One of my responsibilities in our climate action group is educating my peers. Some people justify putting off taking climate-friendly actions because we have been living through a global pandemic. We have to make our peers, parents, and even our teachers and school administrators understand that even though COVID-19 is killing people now, climate change is also killing people now. And if we are not careful, the destruction of ecosystems will continue to cause cross-species contamination and cause further pandemics. We can't always deal with what's right in front of us. We have to examine root causes, and we can't just look back. We have to be proactive and forward-thinking. I've combined my work with this team with work from the Viking ambassadors, helping newcomers to our country and school. I try to help people see that if we don't work to slow global warming, we may see many more horrifying conflicts on our planet as nations become displaced by floods, droughts, and fires. Entire nations will need to find new homes, and people will become desperate to survive. We can't afford to wait until we are fighting over the parts of our planet we have not yet destroyed. We have to work together, we have to work hard, and we have to start right now.
My name is Paige McDonald, and I am in charge of making the people attend amazing activities. I love to make sure that everyone find it important that we make sure that we keep a positive attitude as we use our research to help us get towards all goals as a group.
I'm Georgia Anderson. My role in this group involves a lot of logistics. We have a beautiful organic garden that helps to feed our students, but is far too much work for one environmental science class. Most of our team members have several roles within the school, so I coordinate schedules, pitch into plant, weed, and harvest in the garden. When it's too cold outside to garden, we grow delicious food in our indoor hydroponic gardens. The hydroponics have been a steep learning curve for all of us, but it's also extremely rewarding. We have grown vegetables and herbs to provide ingredients for our cafeteria, culinary technology classes, and our free lunch program, the Sunshine Cafe. Our cafeteria has been closed for the past few years, and we are struggling to finance the garden, but have been successful with some small grants and voluntary contributions. We have held video meetings with local middle and elementary schools and that are considering using hydroponic gardens, and our science and technology teachers have used the towers as a teaching tool. Over the summer, we will continue to grow vegetables in our outdoor gardens, but we'll use the hydroponic units to germinate milkweed.
My name is Joanna Jackson, and I lead a subgroup within the club. We build links with outside agencies to work towards a goal of addressing food security in our school and eventually providing organic food for all students. For the past 2 years, we have not had a cafeteria, and hunger has been a real problem for some of our classmates. Also, when we started our wellness meals, we were serving them on disposable dishes. We got to work on grant applications, and we now have beautiful, reusable dishes for our school meals. This reduces so much waste. We also encourage students to reuse paper that only has print on one side. In addition to working in hydroponics and at many of our group activities, I've been taking part in online discussions about how to amplify youth voices and make our concerns about climate change a priority when designing curriculum and setting policies. We know how complex climate issues are, and we do not want to simplify or minimize the challenges we'll face in the next few years.
My name is Nathan Murphy. We are working together as students to educate our peers about the threat posed to the climate by fast fashion, which often contains microplastics, uses dangerous chemicals, and creates unnecessary air traffic. We host pop-up thrift shops to encourage students to buy gently used clothing and look amazing while also saving the planet. My role in this club and on student council is to aim to keep the matters of our troubled planet at the top of the agenda, no matter what.
We are thrilled to be recognized today for many reasons, but mostly because it feels like an opportunity to make meaningful connections with students across Canada. It was so cool to see all of your different projects and ideas today. We need to build a strong nationwide and eventually worldwide network of young people who will work hard for change. Our varied approach to climate action seems to be working in our building because we have made our club as inclusive as possible. Some of our members have participated in all the events that we have offered this year. They have planted trees, washed dishes, and used some very creative approaches to supply chain issues. Others have been able to attend lunchtime learning and planning sessions. But whether they have learned about right whales, monarch butterflies, or just taken some plastic to the recycling bins, they have made a commitment to making the world a better place. Next year, many of us will be pursuing research through our AP Research course to help focus on different sustainable practices. We would love to talk to you about what has worked in our schools and how to keep persuading other students that the fight against climate change is something we can win if we all work together.
Thank you so much to all of you and for presenting today. I'm going to share my screen and present you with your certificate. So congratulations to our second place winners. We hope that this prize money can help you continue to be amazing leaders in your school and in your community. And thanks for coming on today and taking the time to present this incredible project. Huge round of applause.
Alors, finalement, en première place, nous avons l'école Sainte-Marie, située à Asilda, Ontario. Afin de réduire la dépendance aux carburants fossiles, les élèves de 5e et 6e année ont décidé de commencer à la fois un club et une campagne de sensibilisation au transport actif qu'ils ont appelé « Roulons, marchons, lions ». C'est avec grand plaisir que j'invite Anne Quesnel, professeure à Sainte-Marie, et 2 membres du projet, Dilia et Damien, à nous raconter plus sur leur projet.
So finally, last but not least, in first place, we have École Sainte-Marie of Azilda, Ontario, for their action project. This group of grade 5 and grade 6 students decided to start both a club and an active transportation awareness campaign called Roulons, Marchons, Lions. Through their campaign and club, they put out a call to action for all students and staff at the school, encouraging them to participate by walking to school or using other forms of active transportation, such as bikes, skateboards, rollerblades, and scooters. This fantastic initiative was very successful, and the amount of students using active transportation to get to school grew considerably. So welcome to the students, Dilia and Damien, who are going to present with us today. Let me just switch my screen share. Okay. Sorry, just one moment. Here we go.
Bonjour, nous sommes 2 élèves de la classe 5 et 6 de l'école Sainte-Marie. Moi, je suis Dilia Guinnett.
Et moi, je suis Damien Guinnett.
Moi, je suis un élève de la 5e de la classe 5 et 6.
Moi, je suis un élève de 6e de la classe de 5 et 6. Bonjour et bienvenue à notre projet. Merci au LST. Merci au LST pour l'argent pour faire ce projet possible. On a eu l'argent de regarder 4 vidéos sur l'environnement et les changements climatiques.
Comme tu peux voir dans les 2 premières photos, on était séparés en 4 de différentes choses à planification, à planifier le projet. La dernière photo est une photo de notre tableau de tracking pour les transports actifs et même marcher. Prochain, s'il vous plaît.
Merci. Notre campagne de bicyclette, on a fait des présentations dans toutes les classes pour la sensibilité et pour parler de notre projet avec tous les élèves et les avantages qui viennent avec. Comme il y a moins de gaz dans l'atmosphère, c'est bon pour la planète, c'est bien pour ton bien-être. Tu sens mieux quand tu fais l'exercice. Et ton communauté, comme il y a des bénéfices pour Azilda, il y a moins de pollution, moins de gaz, mais c'est même pour la planète. Peux-tu aller back un autre slide, s'il vous plaît? Merci. On a fait un rassemblement de l'école au gymnase pour faire plus de personnes c'est qu'est-ce qu'on fait. Et on allait dans toutes les classes pour montrer et donner des ballots. Les ballots, c'est comment on fait le système de prix. Prochaine slide, s'il vous plaît. Ça, c'est des photos qu'on a prises pendant notre projet. La première photo, c'est des élèves qui présentent dans les classes. La deuxième photo, c'est des personnes qui mettent des ballots dans les boîtes. Le troisième photo, c'est des élèves qui font le tracking et donnent les ballots. Le quatrième photo, c'est tous les gagnants du projet. Le quatrième, c'est moi et un ami qui fait le rassemblement. Prochaine slide.
La première photo au coin du côté gauche, c'est 45% de notre école ont pris leur vélo, trottinette, planche à roulettes et patin à roulettes pour se rendre à l'école. La photo en bas de ça, c'est 5 personnes qui ont pris leur temps d'aller au town hall. Moi, je suis une des personnes, la seule qui lit tout ça sur la photo. La photo en haut au coin de la droite, la grande ville de Sudbury a attendu de notre projet d'action et ont décidé de faire un don de 42 prix pour qu'on puisse continuer le projet, mais il faut qu'on calcule le kilométrage de notre chose. Et la dernière photo, c'est juste des personnes qui prennent notre transport actif à l'école. Prochaine, s'il vous plaît.
Avec le mentorat reçu du LST, nous avons acheté un nouveau garde-vélo qui tient 14 vélos. Nous avons encore pas assez de place pour tous les vélos, car il y a beaucoup de vélos encore sur les clôtures. Prochaine slide, s'il vous plaît.
Dans la première photo que tu peux voir, que tous les grands vélos sont pleins de bicycles. Et même en arrière de ça, tu peux voir que la trottinette est sur la clôture parce qu'on n'a pas assez de place pour ça. Merci.
Nous sommes les boulons,
marchons,
lions.
Alors, merci énormément pour votre présence ici aujourd'hui et pour avoir partagé votre projet avec nous. Un grand félicitations à nos gagnants du premier prix. Nous espérons que vous continuerez à développer votre projet et à inspirer votre école et votre communauté. Donc, félicitations.
Okay, if you feel inspired like we do by the students you saw and heard from today, we encourage you to take some time to explore the many other impactful projects that were executed this year on our Canada project. And a final huge congratulations to all of our award winners, runners-up, and honorable mentions. Students, remember to thank your teachers for supporting you through this process. And thank you so much to all the guests who came to watch and cheer on these amazing students. We are truly impressed by the level of creativity, the reach, and the efforts behind your action projects this year. Each person involved plays a significant role in impacting our community. So thank you so much for striving to take care of our planet.
Félicitations à tous nos lauréats, finalistes et mentions honorables. Aux élèves, n'oubliez pas de remercier vos professeurs pour leur soutien tout au long de ce processus. Merci à tous les invités qui ont pris le temps de regarder et d'encourager ces élèves extraordinaires. Nous sommes vraiment impressionnés par le niveau de créativité, la portée et les efforts de vos projets d'action cette année. Chaque personne impliquée joue un rôle important dans l'impact de notre communauté, alors merci de vous efforcer de prendre soin de notre planète. Passez une excellente journée tout le monde.